It's now time for entertainment galore. And here to help you with the DCs is Comic Book Man and Bo.
It's time for the Professors of Pop. Yum. DC Comic Book News, Episode 83, The Monkeys Meatloaf.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. Bo, what time is it?
It's DC News Time.
DC News Time. And DC News is being brought to you by this place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all new comics are always 15% off every day for everyone, including every single title DC Comics ever makes, including all these wonderful number ones that are coming out in September, which will be glorious and wonderful.
They're going to be the greatest books ever.
You are going to love them so much, and they will all be 15% off. As a matter of fact, if you go to the advanced ordering page right now on the store's website until July 27th, you can order all of the first issues at 45% off. Check it out at the store's website. You'll find out more about it there. But for the news, Bo,
Yes.
what's a Batwing?
Batwing is you read Batman International, right? I mean Incorporated. Right?
Oh, well, not International. No, I've never read that book. I've read Incorporated,
That's
though.
coming. That's coming in November.
Yeah.
Batman Incorporated #6 introduced the Batman of Africa, who is called Batwing.
Batman of Africa.
Yes.
You know, there was a cereal called Batman of Africa, which I'm sure that Morrison
I'm
is
sure
well
Grant
aware
Morrison
of.
probably knows what
I'm
it
sure
is.
he's well aware of that. It was a Republic cereal, Batman of
But
Africa.
Batwing will be done. It'll be written by Judd Winnick. It'll be drawn by Ben Oliver, who's done a lot of work over at Marvel. And the series will basically take place in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
The Democratic?
Although in pure DC fashion, it'll be in the Congo, but it'll be a city that isn't in the Congo.
And it'll be democratic.
And it'll be Democratic. But
for all of you out there.
But the character will travel around, and the new Batman, the Batwing, this
It won't
guy,
be Republican.
this Batwing guy,
Yes, Batwing.
he's going to meet the other members of the Bat family as well.
And then what?
Well, I'm assuming they'll hang out and have coffee.
Well, good. Good for them. Good for them. There's a new Catwoman series coming out by Judd Winnick
Yes,
and
Judd Winnick. He's
Gilliam March.
Gilliam March. Well, Judd Winnick has been doing Batman stuff for a while. Gilliam March is doing Gotham City Sirens. The new Catwoman series, it'll return to the status she was. Remember when Jim Ballant worked on the book?
Yeah, bowling balls.
Time ago,
Bowling
yeah,
balls.
Bowling
Bowling
balls.
balls.
Right. She was an anti-hero who stole stuff for the thrills.
Yeah,
and
but
not-
all
not-
anybody cared about was the costume
Yeah, all
and the way
they
Jim
cared about
Ballant
was the
drew it.
costume.
Which was great. Which was great.
Now, this actually they said in that Batman film, the costume will look kind of like Jim Ballant's and kind of like the other.
Baby.
Well, Anne Hathaway doesn't have those kind of things.
It's special effects.
It'll also have like the goggles that some other people can go with and some other things. But this series will have a supporting cast, but Selina's not going to have a home base. Basically, she's going to just sort of wander around Gotham City and just in a place she finds somewhere to sleep or hang out. She's going to hang out.
She's going to be indigent. She's going to be a street bum.
She's not going to have. Well, Selina
She's going
Kyle.
to be a bag lady.
Well, Selina Kyle used to live in this big penthouse mansion.
Yeah.
And, Batman used to show up and visit her.
Yes.
Well, that won't be happening in this series. She won't have an actual place to find her, and this will be low tech. So in a situation where she's gonna, I gotta rob this building. I got this thing on my belt that I can pop it and it'll give me a full schematic of the building. Winnick said, not in this series. This could be low tech. But she'll still be a thief, and she won't be hanging out with Bruce Wayne.
But will she be carrying bowling balls with her wherever she goes?
Actually, from looking at the covers, yeah, I think.
Oh, baby!
Adam Hughes is doing the covers, so of course that means bowling balls.
Green Arrow's Oliver Queen is going to be featured prominently in the new DC universe when they reboot everything with new number ones. And J.T. Krull and Dan Jurgens are going to be bringing it to you.
Yeah, they're the new team on the new Green Arrow series. Basically, Ollie Queen will travel the world and be armed with cutting-edge weaponry and illegally
Whoa! Cutting-edge what?
Weaponry and illegally gained intelligence from his company.
Yes.
This new Oliver Queen company called Queen Core, Queen Quack, or whatever the hell.
What?
It's this weird company they came up with.
How's it spelled?
It's Queen
Queen.
Quack or Quinta. It's Q,
Q-U-E-N.
and then it's got Quinn. It's just strange.
Okay.
Hopefully they won't use that word very often because it's just goofy.
Because you can't pronounce
Well,
it.
because it doesn't make any sense. It's like it's not even a good corporate logo. It just looks weird. J.J. Kroll, he's got another one of these books too. He and Freddie Williams II.
Yeah.
They're going to be doing the new Captain Atom series. Yes,
Okay.
Captain Atom's getting a
Yes,
series.
Captain Atom is coming, getting his own series.
Captain Atom will see the world that he lives in, and he'll go, I've got more power than anyone in the world, so let me see. I've got all this power.
Don't tell me.
I'm not really human.
He's not going to be God.
I'm going to try to basically behave like I'm a human, but I'm fully aware of the fact that if I felt like it, I could blow up the entire world.
Okay.
He's not going to be God.
Good. Good. Well, Captain Atom hasn't had a series. I think his series was canceled in the late 80s,
Yeah,
early
yeah,
90s.
yeah, way back then.
Okay. Yeah, he hasn't had a regular
Didn't
series
Bart
since then.
series
They
or-
dumped him into JLI.
Yeah.
JLI back then, and that's where he was for a long time.
But that's where Captain was hanging out. But yes, he could possibly blow up the world.
Okay. Animal Man. Animal Man is also coming your way when they renumber everything with number ones.
Jeff Lemire, who does what the hell is that book he does?
Superboy,
Sweet
Sweet
Tooth.
Tooth.
Yeah, formerly Superboy, Sweet Tooth. He and Travel Foreman, yes, another guy they got from Marvel. Animal Man will show the origin of Buddy Baker's powers. It'll show why Buddy
Again,
Baker has these powers.
Haven't we done that to death?
No, and it'll also show the effect of having them has on his family. In fact,
Yeah.
a long time ago, when Jamie Delano worked on Animal Man, he was the guy who followed Grant Morrison during the Vertigo run.
Okay.
He started a sort of tease thing about his daughter, Buddy Baker's daughter, Maxine, getting powers. The first arc of the new series will show her developing her powers and how that affects the rest of the family. And basically, Lemire's take on this is that Animal Man is a father and husband first, and a superhero second.
Okay, well, that's good. I have no problem with it. The whole origin thing, though, I mean, didn't we do that to death already in Vertigo? You know, and not to mention the stuff that they did in regular the DC Universe stuff.
Well, I think DC's assuming that people are going to forget most of the Vertigo stuff. I mean, is that stuff in trade? The Morrison stuff all in trade?
I think so.
Yeah, but I think
well, no, the Morrison stuff is. From that point on, after Morrison left, I think maybe 1 or 2 trades are out, but they haven't done the whole thing. Didn't Animal Man run like 70 issues?
yeah, it's
altogether
about
or
70 or
something
so
like
issues. But
that? By the time you got down to the last couple of issues, it looked definitely nothing like it did in the first few
yeah,
issues.
but I think DC's assuming DC's idea on this whole restart thing is you're trying to get people who haven't read comics in a while, and they're assuming those people never read the Grant Morrison stuff, which will make people go, "Where's the Grant Morrison stuff?"
Well,
You
then,
got it? You got it?
then again, as I keep forgetting, we're rebooting everything with new origins and everything. So
Well, no.
that's one of the wonders.
Something-
Well, retweaked
Tweaking.
origins.
Tweaking.
Retweaked origins. So everything old is new again.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, Legion Lost. Speaking of everything old being new again.
Which has nothing to do with the Abnett and Lanning Legion.
Yeah, there was
Lost
an
series
Abnett
from years
and
ago.
Landing Legion Lost series. This has nothing to do with it except for the title.
Right.
What
Copyright
Legionnaires
thing.
are going to be in this series?
It'll have Wildfire, Dawnstar, Timberwolf, which made Fabian Nicieza take on the book, Tellus, Gates, Chameleon Girl, and of course everyone's favorite, strangest looking hero of all time, Tyrok,
Tyrock!
with that goofy ass costume he always wore. Now the deal was
That was a costume only Mike Grell could draw.
yeah, and Mike Ryan, he stopped drawing it relatively quick.
Yeah.
The deal was that Fabian Nicieza, because he's got a whole bunch of other business stuff going on,
Yeah.
he was going to leave DC and leave comics for a while, but then they said, we want to do this Legion book, and we really want to have Timberwolf as a member, and he said, I'll take it. And the book will be drawn by Pete Woods, who used to draw Action, which means it's going to look good. And the deal with this series is the fact that these Legionnaires come to the present to find a villain that the futuristic Legion may have sent here by accident. But the deal is the fact that if they find the guy and they catch the guy, there's a strong possibility they'll pick up some kind of pathogen that if they take back to the future, will kill everyone. So they're really stuck here forever.
Do me a favor. That last part, would you repeat that again?
The pathogen?
No, the part after, here's the deal with what the book's about.
This is the deal with you lost?
I'm
They're lost.
Totally lost.
They're
me.
stuck here.
I'm lost.
They can't go back.
Comic book man lost.
They
I'm
can't
lost.
go back. If they go back, they'll kill everyone.
It's the future, so the president is safe.
Didn't they
Now-
do that crap with
Well,
Cosmic Boy and 52?
Yeah, but you know.
No, Karate Kid.
Karate Kid, yeah, Karate
52.
Kid was in 52.
Yeah,
Now-
well, he had the pathogen that he picked up, and that's what killed everybody on that Earth, or turned them all into animals, or whatever.
Yeah,
the hell it
yeah.
was.
So this is, and Nicieza says this might have something to do with next summer's big DC event.
There's going to be a next summer for DC.
Well, they're assuming,
Oh, we're optimistic.
they're assuming.
Oh, DC's so optimistic.
More on
There's
that.
going to be a next summer.
More on that in '84, which will tell us exactly how confident DC is about the relaunch.
Okay, and that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We've got no more DC news, but you can go to the store's website and check out all of Bo's DC news. And Bo,
Yes,
store's website, where is it?
Sarah knows all this stuff. She's not behind us, is she?
This is just to keep me busy, isn't it?
Yes.
www.mylesandreality.com.
So stop off at the store's website and check out all of the DC news that Bo sends me that I post up. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man,
This is Bo.
who always runs off at the mouth, saying, bye!
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.